welcome to my channel. So I'm making this video because I want to throw more light on something I mentioned in my previous video where I talked about why our teeth look the way they do. Some of the things I mentioned in that video are habits, right? So I'm making this video because I've seen parents who say things like, my child has a habit but he's still very little, or he's 5 years old, he's 6 years old, before he turns 10 he's going to stop the habit. Well, yes, he may stop the habit, but what if he doesn't? So I felt like I should throw more light on this and make people know or understand that there are things that could be done for this child in order to help this child stop this habit. Because what if this child doesn't stop the habit? Or what if when they stop the habit, the damage has already been done? So it's really important that you bring your child to the hospital when you've done all the things you can do to stop this habit and they continue with it. It's really important you bring the child to the dentist. There are a number of therapies that could be done for that child, and it also save you costs, especially if the damage has not already been done. Another advantage of bringing the child early enough to the dentist is that way you're forestalling whatever possible damage that can be done to the child's teeth and that would affect the overall dentition of this child. So even if you're an adult, like I know that there are adults that have oral habits, like they suck their tongue, or they have tongue thrusting habits, or they just leave their mouth open without even knowing. There are things that can also be done for you, right? So let's say you're not comfortable with the appearance of your teeth, and this appearance is as a result of the habits you have that have affected the arrangement of your teeth. The first thing for you to do is to stop the habit. So there are appliances that can also be given to you as an adult to help prevent you from indulging in this habit, and then afterwards treatment can now be done for the teeth, which is your primary concern. So it's very, very important that these habits are stopped before they cause a full-blown problem. And let's even assume that the problem has already started. It is still necessary to stop the habit because you can't solve a problem without first tackling the cause of the problem. Another thing I would like to mention as a reason why your teeth look the way they do is trauma. If you had trauma as a child or during the formative years of your teeth, it can actually affect the appearance of your teeth. So let's say you had an injury that made you lose your tooth earlier than when it was supposed to fall out, and your parents didn't bring you to the hospital because they felt, well, it's their baby tooth, the permanent one is still going to erupt. Depending on when you lost that tooth, the tooth next to that space can drift, right? Because you've created space like a vacuum. Because nature abhors vacuum, over time you realize that the space available will not be sufficient for the permanent tooth that is going to be coming out. So because that space is not enough, that tooth can erupt in an abnormal position. So if you have a child or relative that lost their baby tooth before the time that tooth is meant to fall out, rather than just staying back at home and assuming that, oh, whenever it's time for the permanent tooth to come out, it's going to come out, you can actually come to the hospital, and there are things that can be done in order to maintain that space so that at the end of the day, this child is not going to have any form of malarrangement in his or her dentition. Even as an adult, you can lose your tooth as an adult for any reason whatsoever, but rather than leaving that space vacant, you can get an artificial tooth, amongst other things that can also be done for you just to maintain that space and maintain the arrangement of your teeth. So this video is a short one. I hope you find it useful and that you share with your friends or any parents you have around you. Thank you very much. As always, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel. See you all in my next video. Bye.